I think our deputies out there, for their sake, they need to be better trained and better equipped to be able to take on things in the field. So
for their sake,
definitely.
Wait a minute.
So
let's pause there for
sake.
Let's pause
but for their own sake.
Let's pause there for a second.
The police need to be better.
Explain what you mean by their sake. I'm just curious to know what is it that they need reform for their sake and not the people.
Well, because I think that's such a small percentage of police officers that are acting bad.
It is not.
I think so. When you look at the overall number of how many interactions do the police have with human beings in a day across the country, and we hear about one a quarter, which is too much, where there's police brutality. I'm sure it happens more often than that. But I think for the police's public image and so that we don't see these videos like the Tyree Nichols videos and the Rodney King videos and these types of things, they need to be trained better. They need to be vetted better. They need to have, for their own sake.
How do you reform a system that has been broken for over 100 years? You cannot quick fix something that's been damaged and built for the wrong reasons. First off, people don't understand the police was created to catch slaves. That's why the police was created in this country, to go catch runaway slaves.
You know there were police before there were slaves.
No, how the fuck were they police before slaves, TK? This land was Native American people. They didn't need police.
Well, let me can I say something?
Until colonizers.
Go ahead. Or you want me to just let you talk the whole time?
I mean, if you give me space.
Well, there never were even slaves out west. So there were police out west where there weren't slaves.
There were sheriffs.
Yeah, that as time was developing is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. You know people that migrated west, that was way slavery
police
was done
and
at
slavery
that time.
are not linked.
Are you kidding?
I'm just going to say that.
Are you kidding? Have you done any research? Trust me, I'm a history major. I researched this shit for years, man.
Okay, well then you apparently didn't know there was no slavery out west ever. And that there was policing out west, which would mean that there's policing minus the slavery in America.
That point
out west.
Your point is like, fuck, dude. What are you talking about?
That is not a response.
No. So, because Wait. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because you can't say there were no police out west. What are you talking about?
I didn't say that.
We talking about slavery and how
you said there were no slaves out west.
Everybody know there were no slaves out west.
I think there's been slaves everywhere.
No. They were not no slaves. The far west, the slaves was Texas. No further than that. What do you like? I'm just trying to figure out what point are you trying.
I already made it.
That was not a point. You didn't make a point. I think you just coming up with something. You making something up.
If slavery can exist, if policing existed out west without slavery, then policing didn't arise in the United States just to keep slaves in order.
People migrated west.
People needed to keep their goods in order. They needed to keep their houses from being robbed. They still needed police for all those things minus slavery.
Do you know the time?
That's my point.
Do you know when slavery started?
Definitely.
Do you know what year slavery started in the United States?
No.
1619.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a long time.
1619. People didn't start moving out west till the mid to late 1800s.
Right.
Slavery between 1619 and when people started moving west, they were already policing slaves that were running away.
Sure, but you're saying they didn't need police for anything else but that?
No, I'm saying why the police was started.
Yeah,
you missed the whole point. Who cares about what happened out west? We know they had sheriffs and shit out west.
I'm saying that policing was not started to keep slaves in order. That's not why it was started. You're saying it was.
I won't disagree with any of the facts you just laid out. Obviously, you know what you're talking about. I've heard such things as well. What my point of it is moving forward. I think it's a system that can be fixed the right way with the right people in charge.
What's the right way?
That means inclusion. That means everybody's involved in decision making.
Very few people had the money to own slaves. So not everyone had a slave.
And like what Gentry said,
Wasn't just a person
TK,
and they had a
if
slave right next
TK,
to him.
if you don't know anything about slavery, you should not talk about it.
I'm sitting here telling you something about it that's a fact.
That is not a fact.
That is a fact. Only the rich people had slaves. I've been listening to y'all quietly.
Sure.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and you're going to hear what I'm going to say. And that's what I said.
Down, but I'm also we hearing you.
I'd like to say something.
But I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
that
I just want to be able to make
false.
my points when I make them and not being shouted down all the time.
I'm just saying it's false, man.
Thank you.
Can I say something,
false.
please? Please.
Go ahead.
All I want to say is that you guys have now derailed the show because we had on today's topics, we were going to talk about face-off porn.
Right.
And you guys have completely cut into that.
Right.
And now we can't talk about it.